Hi, I'm Ellie, and today I'm talking about how we can make all of life a spiritual practice. I definitely have my own spiritual practices like meditation and sacred dance, and so it's not a problem to have our own spiritual practices, but it's beautiful to zoom out, open up to the fact to know that all of life is spiritual, and we can use everything that comes, all of life, as a spiritual practice. So in this video I'm going to be talking about how I do that, how I use all of life, whatever comes. Ram Dass, I've been getting back into listening to him lately. I love Ram Dass. He calls it karmic yoga. I didn't even know there was a name to what I've already been doing. And what he says is that everything that's happening is just our karma running off, right? And so we can use everything. We use everything. So when we are walking down the hallway and we want to make this a spiritual practice, we bring all of our attention into our body and we relax into the walking. We allow ourselves to just be there walking, and we don't have to interact with thoughts, running of a story in the mind if we don't need to. So this practice right there, just that first example, we are consciously bringing mindfulness, peace, ease. When we draw our attention into our body as we're moving, doing anything, we often won't even realize that we are pushing through, struggling through our movement. It is not feeling good in the body. And whatever I'm doing, when I do this, when I bring my attention into my body and I relax, ease into whatever I'm doing. Sometimes I wash dishes at work for extra hours, and I am very much impacted by whether I am rushing, pushing forward, moving, or whether I am relaxed in, consciously moving in a way that feels easeful. And so this is a spiritual practice of creating ease and peace. We could have someone that is coming against us, projecting onto us, or verbally attacking us in some way, having some kind of conflict with another person. This is this karma running off, and we can use it. We can use this moment as a spiritual practice. If, say, this has already happened, it's the next day, and we're ruminating over what's happened. The spiritual practice is to come into the body, feel the energy moving through our body, and to recognize the story in the mind. So a lot of our suffering, I guess all of our suffering, I'm told, comes from the mind, not physical suffering, emotional suffering, mental suffering. It comes from the thoughts, the story we're having. So as a spiritual practice, we can continuously bring our awareness to, what is the mind doing? Is this serving me? Am I having a thought, a pattern of thoughts that are very similar or the same, just circling and ruminating and coming back and creating this environment for me in which I am stressed out. I am feeling some uncomfortable emotion, and not even realizing that my mind and my unawareness of the mind is actually creating this really tense, difficult experience right now. But truthfully, I'm just sitting in a chair in a room, and there's no one else here, for example. So as a spiritual practice, whatever we're doing, to begin to witness, be the witness of the mind, and to rest in our delight in our agency to escape the wheel of samsara, this endless suffering that we create through the mind. The mind is beautiful. We need the mind, we need the ego. That's how we interact with the divine, the source. That's how we, differentiate between things and live this life here on earth. The mind and the ego are not bad. But when we get lost in the mind, when we get lost in the story without even realizing that we are creating in this moment for ourselves some experience that doesn't feel that great, maybe even feels really, really bad, and we don't have to. So in those moments when I witness the mind doing that, I'll ask myself, is there anything I can do right now about this situation? If there is, I do it. If there's not, I choose the spiritual practice of dropping it, letting it go. And if my mind keeps going back there, I'll bring my attention into my body. I'll take some deep breaths. I'll put on a sound to activate a different energy. I could take a walk, change up my activity, to consciously choose to not be creating for myself some sort of chaos or suffering that I don't need to. When someone tells us something that we don't like about ourselves, that we don't want to hear, maybe we're in a partnership. Just throwing random examples. Our partner says something they don't like about something we're doing. And instead of suffering, we can bring this spiritual practice. We can make this a spiritual practice. Karmic yoga. We can use this moment to see what is coming up within us, to be with self, to witness self, to know self more, and to use this to ground into any difficult, intense energy moving through us. So we can use uncomfortable situations, difficult situations, interactions with people to be better at grounding in with whatever's happening, to ground into the present moment, to be able to not get lost, swept away. So we can use this as a practice. Everything happening in life we can use as a spiritual practice, as a way to become more free, more grounded, more peaceful, more aware, more full of love. We can use any situation, any experience that we are coming up against moment to moment we can relax into what is. We can open to love. We can decide that I'm going to choose love because I know the root that I am love, and so I want to deepen the depth of connection with me, align more to me. So can I open here to love? Can I ground in the moment? Can I come out of the mind and create peace for myself? Can I mindfully do this activity that before I brought mindfulness to was bringing tension into my body and causing pain and stiffness in my body? So I love this idea of karmic yoga and working with whatever comes our way as a spiritual practice. From my point of view, which does not have to be the same as yours, we are all one on the deepest level. So this law of the universe, the law of one, Ram Dass teaches this as well. And so we are all coming from the same source, and we're all these unique streams of energy in a form interacting with all the other energy around us that also is us on the deepest level. And so this is a really good path, spiritual path, if this resonates with you, to allow yourself to open to love for this difficult situation, for this person that's giving you a hard time, for the person that just cut you off, to open to love, knowing that we're all one, and that by doing that, by opening to love all, we are loving the source. You can call that God. Some people are sensitive about that word. Sometimes I call it God, sometimes I say universe, sometimes I say source. Name does not matter. But it's this knowing of this interconnectedness, this one source of consciousness, one source that we are all, that everything that you see is. There's nothing else. This is my belief. I believe the law of one. You don't have to, like I said, believe it. Not all paths. My path doesn't have to be your path. That's something we can really be served to know this time in humanity. There's not one clear path for everyone. It's what's right for you. Okay, I'm going to read this shaman card. I pulled it based on the picture. Let's see if I can show you. I really love this deck. Who sings this deck? It's by Emily K. Greaves and Stephanie Urbina Jones. Okay. Message. Your shaman heart wants you to know that you are no longer a prisoner of your thoughts or past. You've done the work to cut the cords, cleaned your mirror, and seen through the lies. Your heart can now be touched by the truth, and you know freedom is waiting. Don't look back. Put one foot in front of the other confidently, trusting, knowing that you are guided and held. Enjoy the clarity and certainty that comes with this new perspective. Trust the feeling of the sun on your skin and the wind lifting your wings. Feel the excitement of your awakening. Medicine, emergence. I just thought of another life that they just mentioned. So to bring the spiritual practice, so we can bring the spiritual practice of gratitude and aligning to that very high frequency by really not missing the good in our life all around us that we sometimes get used to, like the sun on our skin. Oh, okay, well, the sun's old news, been there, done that. But if we can really bring gratitude and appreciation to each moment, every moment. This is a practice I do all the time, all day long. What's good? What's good? What feels good? What is good? And this is aligning us to gratitude. And this is a powerful, powerful spiritual practice. It might be the most powerful spiritual practice that I've ever done, was shifting my mindset from looking at the bad, from having those ruminating thoughts, creating suffering when there isn't any in the moment. And this ability to, this choice to see, really look. At first I had to look hard, and now it comes easy, because I'm aligning. The more we align to the energy of gratitude, frequency of gratitude, the more we become in resonance with that. It becomes part of our vibration, and not only do we see more and more good, we have more things to be grateful. It just more and more comes, baby. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm really happy to be here with you. How are you doing? Is there anything you want to talk about? I would love it if you would like this video and subscribe to support me, and I will definitely connect with you soon. Thank you.